Hi there. In this video we're actually going to go through the video creation process and show you how you can create very powerful videos online in just a few minutes. Now one thing I should mention this time is I'm obviously using the screen capture technique that I discussed, and as you can see this is the recording box with the audio levels as I speak, and I'm using Camtasia Studio at the moment. Now Camtasia Studio is one of the best screen capturing tools out there at the moment, but it is quite expensive at $300. Now what I do recommend is you get the download if you're on the PC, because it's not available for the Mac at the moment, although they meant to address that in the future. But get the download, try it for 30 days, start creating videos, and as many as you can, and then when you get some profit from your video marketing efforts, you can then go ahead and buy the full version. Now Camtasia Studio is a really cool editor. You can see this is the keyword video I did earlier on. Has all the editing timelines you can do. Actually, I've got the audio cleaner up here at the moment. You can remove noise automatically, and did a quick sample and reduce the noise. You can go ahead, cut out pieces you don't want, make edits. Let me see, I'll just show you this real quick. You can zoom into certain areas if you want to focus in on an area, so you can see the detail of what we're talking about, all that kind of thing. And then you can go ahead, publish the video in many different formats. Just to show you real quick, if I can use my skull, I have to complete that. Produce video as, and then you can do it in many different formats, ready for CD, obviously the web, preload it for YouTube, already formatted. You can do it for iPod. You can do it in many different formats you want. And let me just go through this. You can also create MP3 files if you wanted to create an audio like a podcast for whatever you've presented, and you can also do a iPod ready version as well as whichever version you're actually creating. So very powerful technique and a very powerful tool. Now I'm going to close this down, and I'm not going to save any of those weird changes. So that's Camtasia Studio. Is well worth the investment and the money. Now if you're on the Mac, your options are slightly limited at the moment, but the best tool out there, and the one I use quite a lot, is ScreenFlow from Telestream. You can get that from telestream.net. Again, you can try the product for 30 days. It's only $99, and it really is quite a powerful tool. It does have some very nice editing features, but it's not as powerful, I would say, as Camtasia Studio. Now, if you don't want to spend any money at all, there are free tools out there. The most common one is the Cam Studio. It's open source. You can get it from camstudio.org, and it has a lot of the same features. It will record it to AVI, and then you can use online converters or video converters you may already have to change it into different styles. And you can also take the video that you record, upload it straight to YouTube, and it will convert it for you into MP4 or I think it's MP4 format it uses, or FLV internally, and allow you to do both the HD versions and high quality versions as well as the standard versions of videos. Now those are the screen capture tools. When it comes to actually editing your video, if you want to, and if you're not happy and you want to splice some bits in, there's plenty of video editors out there. Now on the Mac, the one I use is iMovie. There's also Windows Movie Maker, and there's lots of other tools out there. You can go to Best Buy or wherever your local computer or hardware store is, or computer hardware store should I say, or software, wherever you can get good computer software. And there's lots and lots of home video editors. They start from like $20 upwards. But if you want to use an online tool, the one I really like is JCut. And you can upload all of your movies, photos, and music that you want to use and splice them together. Here's the kind of timeline. And you just drag a video down, add it to the timeline, add a different piece. For example, if we're talking about the last 10 to 15 seconds of a video with a call to action, what you do is you do the call to action as a static image, kind of as if we've shown in the Video Assassin Guide, and you just drag your movie down there, drag your photo down, create a transition between the two, leave the photo up for like 15 seconds or so, and then you're done. Then you just publish and create the video, and that's all done within this free control panel. And as I say, it's at no cost. So if you want to use Cam Studio and then JCut, You've got no expensive software whatsoever. Now, the other thing I should show you is this is how I create a lot of my videos, and again, I'm using a combination of the slideshow presentation plus the screen capture, and you've seen this video already. This was I think this was video 1 where I'm talking about CPA advertising, and I set this up in a very detailed PowerPoint presentation, created my different frames, and all I do is start my screen capture tool and play it, and then I'll just go through it one piece at a time, just like this, talking about every point. Now you could do this with your own videos and start, showing the benefits and the bullet points of what you're talking about, and you can create a very, very powerful video in just a few minutes. I mean, honestly, there's lots of templates available for PowerPoint, so you don't have to go the extra mile. I know I did a lot of custom graphics for this one, but you don't have to do that. It's not really necessary to get the point across. I'm just doing this because I like to have a high level of presentation, but you can do whatever you like. And if you want to go and add some backgrounds in, you can go ahead and do that. Let me just show you real quick. Right click on here, format background, and I think you can try to remember how to do this now. Oh yeah, insert from file, go find a background, and off you go. If I wanted to, I could apply it to all of them. Close that and see, there you go. Changed all of that. Now I'm going to undo that before I accidentally lose everything I did. There we go. So you can create a very powerful presentation in your slideshow, talk over the top, screen capture the whole lot, and off you go. Now, another cool way and very, very powerful way to create very interesting videos is a tool I use called Animoto. Now, Animoto is a really, there's no real way to describe it, but it takes static photos and then applies music, and it syncs them all together, does automatic kind of analysis of what you have and the music, and then does all sorts of great effects based around that. And you can create a lot of text intermix with that, and it is a really powerful tool. I'm going to show you that right now. Now, Animoto, you can use it for free and create like a 30-second short, or you can create an extended length video, which is what we're going to do. Now, there are two levels of service here. You can either use the free version, which, as I say, is limited to 30 seconds. You can pay, I think it's $29 for the year, and then you can create full-length, extended-length videos. So the only problem with that is that it comes with a Animoto logo at the very, very end. Now, I can live with that because it only lasts like 1 second. And if you put the 15-second block of the call to action before that, that's really cool. That's fine. Hopefully they've clicked on your link or moved over and acted on the call to action before they get to the end. So it's not a big deal. However, if you do not want to have that Animoto logo at the very end, you can go ahead. I think it's $199 for the year, but that gets you the corporate version, or actually, no, is it $199 for the month? Let me see if I can find that real quick, because now my ailing memory has failed me. Oh yeah, sorry, $99 for a 3-month trial, or $249 for the year. They've actually increased the price a little bit, but that then allows you to do it without having the video at the end. But if I just show you this real quick, and I don't know whether it's gonna show the I don't know whether you can hear the music. It's kind of a little crazy. But this is just a demo. This is for a hotel, and as you can see, they're doing all the different static photos, running the transitions, and it can really, really create fantastic blends and transitions. Anyway, we'll pause that for now. But as you can see, that's only, well, for 3 months, it's only $99, and it's well worth the investment if you don't want that logo at the end. Anyway, let's go back. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a full-length video. Now, you can upload this works with static images. Now there are many places you can get static images that are relevant to what you're doing. For example, if you want to get some very good images like studio shots and transition between them, you can go to somewhere like stockexpert.com, iStockPhotos.com. There's lots of places which have royalty free stock photos, but you have to pay for them obviously a little bit. Now if I was doing one about let me see, real estate or something like that, I could go in here, I could download a whole lot of images, and you see these are all studio quality shots, and I could find a whole load relative to what I was doing and download them. Now what you do here is you buy credits, and for about 30 bucks you could buy about 30, maybe 40 images, and just start adding them in and using them for your system, for your video. Now you can also go ahead and find some public domain photos. For example, you can go to commons.wikimedia.com .org, get that right, commons.wikimedia.org, and there's tons and tons of royalty-free public domain photos in here, but you have to make sure that you adhere to each one of their licenses and double check to make sure that you're allowed to use them. And it'll usually say on here whether your permissions, and you'll just say, hey, just let us know here, you know, other licensing terms. So you have to make sure that the one you do download you're able to use. Now you can also do a search for public domain photos, and there's plenty of places that have public domain photos, but you might want to double check that they are actually public domain photos and not ones that they've stolen from somewhere, because you want to make sure that you stay, you know, your copyright is valid, because copyright law and copyright lawsuits are incredibly painful. So you want to make sure that you adhere to that. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to create one for a travel offer I had not long ago. I actually went on vacation to the Grand Canyon, and I actually spoke to a place up there and set up a private affiliate marketing deal. So I actually went to the government website for Grand Canyon. Let me show you here. I don't remember where the hell it was. Okay, so I went to the Grand Canyon National Park, and I actually found, was it here? Oh, it's popped up over here. But all of these are public domain photos, and I was like, wow, that's a lot of great content. So I went ahead and downloaded all these, and I'm going to move this out of the way. And as you can see here, I have all these photos which were public domain. I have permission to use them. So I thought, well, what better way to create a video? So I grabbed all of these, and what we can do is when you start creating a video here, I'll go from the beginning. So create a full length, and then I went to upload these files from my computer, and I will find my Grand Canyon folder here, and I just grabbed them all. Boom, done. Now I'm going to pause the video because I have 37 megabytes of files to upload of 99 videos. So I'm going to pause the video for a moment while this uploads, and we can go through the rest of the video creation process. Now, if you don't have these photos, or you don't have a load of photos, go take some if you can, or find an avenue where you can grab some very good shots of whatever your subject is. I actually like to buy them. To be quite honest, Stock Expert is one of the best places you can get very cheap studio quality shots and intermix it with text, which we'll show in a few moments. So I'm going to pause this video right now, and I will see you again when this is all uploaded. Okay, so all the photos have uploaded, and as you can see, they're all in here now. And what we can do is, just to show you how you can set this up, you can move all these images around. For example, I don't want the buzzard first there. I'll move that out of the way. Let's have a couple of pretty shots. And if you double click on them, it'll give you a preview of the shot, because you don't get much of an information down here. So I'll actually have that one first. Up here. Like that shot. It's a nice opening shot. But let's Let's move that one there. Some nice scenery ones to go. Now, what you can do also is add in text sections here. So I'll click on that, and I want to add a text block, and we can give it a nice title. So let's just say Grand Canyon. You only got a few characters here, so let's just call it Grand Canyon Tours. Let's see what we can do here. Leavable. Helps if I can spell it. Let's just say, I don't know, you could say anything. You need something with good lead in here, so Grand Canyon Tours. There you go, Escape from the Ordinary, or something like that. So we could do that. Now we could also then come down here, add another one in, drag it down, you know. Incredible. I hate being dyslexic, so if you see an obvious typo, I do apologize. Okay, can't fit that in there, so let's say something else. And we'll add another one down here. It's adding it at the beginning all the time now. I'm just putting in random stuff here, just to show what's going on. And then here's a really cool little trick. When you're adding transitions in and stuff like that, I like to add a whole load of blank texts at the end. Now let me just do this. Why this is doing this like this, I don't know. I've got so many I have to drag it all the way down here. Let's put it at the end, and then leave it as blank. And what did I do there? Whoops. Add more images. I didn't want to do that. There we go. I add a few blanks at the end. The reason being, I like to have a good space here that when you've got the music going, which we'll get into in a moment, but by having a good block of blank text at the end, when it comes to the end of the video it goes blank, and when you can splice in your 10-second call to action, you can actually mix it over the top of this and the music still goes on in the background. Now let me continue here. Let's just say this is done with the images and I'm happy with what I've got here. You can then go ahead and select the music. Now, one thing I didn't notice, let me go back to the images, is it will give you an estimate of the time of the video. For example, length here is estimated 4 minutes 30 seconds. So when we go to the music selection, you can upload your own music, or they have a very extensive library here, which will mix up and really help us, avoid any copyright issues. So let's have a look at all the different styles here. You see they've got a little bit of everything here. Let's have a look at the featured tracks. Now here's the thing, if you click on info, you'll see whether it's close enough. Well, that's 4 minutes 20 seconds, 4:27. We need something that's longer than what we have going on so we can fade it out. There we go. That's 4 minutes 30. Let's actually have a listen to this, and I don't know whether this will come through. Yeah, I don't like that one. And I'm sorry if that just blasted your eardrums out. Let's have a look at something else, see if we can go there. Supersize My Love. That's kind of... Let's see what is it. Okay. I don't know if you could hear that, but that guy's voice was a little high pitched for my ears. Okay, so nothing really there. I didn't like anything there, so let's go back and see what else we can get. Let's get a little bit of indie rock, see if there's anything here that catches the attention. I'm a bit of a rock hound myself. Okay. See, I'm checking all of them here, see if there's anything. It may be that I do have quite a few images here, so it might be a little longer than ideal. I'm really struggling here to find one that is long enough. Okay, Home Bop Bop Bar. Well, you know what? Let's just select this one. Actually like that. That's actually sounded kind of interesting. Okay, so I'm going to select that one. And there's the title and the info track. So we're going to save that and continue. Now, you can, here's a really cool little thing. If you don't have that many photos but you want to make it longer, you can actually play it at half speed. This is only available for full-length videos, by the way. But you can play it at half speed, and that way you don't have to have as many photos. So, for example, I've got 100 photos, and that lasts about 4 minutes 30 seconds. So if you played at half speed, you'd only need 50 photos to have the 4.5 minute kind of video. Now, if you have a lot of videos and you want a fast-paced video, you can actually double the speed. Now, I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm happy with what I've got, so I'm just going to click continue, and then at the end here, at the end of the video, they always show a little kind of little title. So let's see, Grand Canyon Tours, and then you can put in your link and stuff like that. Now, that could be my domain which I redirect. There you go. And I would use my pen name, not a real name, so this could be I just made that up. That's not actually the pen name I used. But what you do now is once you've got all that prepped up, you're all happy with it, this is where the magic happens. Go ahead and create the video, and then it's going to go and analyze the music. And this does take a wee while, so I'm going to pause the video again in a moment. But it'll go analyze the video, well, initializing it. It'll put it in queue, analyze the images, analyze the music. It'll customize the video. It'll render it and then give us the final output. Now I'm going to wait for a while and pause this video because this could take anywhere from about half an hour to an hour to actually go through the entire process and give us our final video. But once it has done that, we can then upload it straight to YouTube. We can download it to our computer so we have a high resolution version. We can even send it to Twitter and have other people watch it, and we can even upgrade it to DVD quality and have them send us a DVD with the stuff on it. So it's really, really cool. So I'm going to pause the video. We'll see in a few minutes what it looks like, and I will, if I don't like what I see, I can always remix it by clicking this button and move stuff around until I'm happy with it. So anyway, pause the video, see you in a few minutes. So here we are, the video has completed, and let's take a quick look at it and see, hopefully this won't blast your ears out too badly. This is just from the quick stuff that we did. Okay, I'll just pause that. And I just wanted to try and fast forward to just to show the mixing of the text in here. So you see that text transition there, mixed it in with the images. It still had the kind of movement and stuff in the background to keep it kind of interesting, and you can intersplice that all the way through. I'll do this again. There you go. Anyway, I don't know how much of the music was coming through on that, but you can get an idea. That go on, you can intersplice all sorts of benefits and real stuff that's going to capture the customer's attention, all from just a few videos. Now you look here at the end. Here's that blank section I talked about. So now you could have your call to action overlaid and still have the music running in the background. So a very powerful way to do that. Let me shut that off now because I hope you can actually hear me. But there you go. That was create a video. It actually took about 20 minutes for it to do the final process. Now I can go ahead. I could either upload it to YouTube, or I'm actually going to download it. 22 megabytes. And download that. I'm on a fast connection here, so it shouldn't take too long. Sure enough, it's coming down pretty fast. So there you go. That's how you create a video very, very quickly. You can either use, as I say, the screen capturing tools that we talked about. You can edit it online with JCut if you want to do it for free, or you can use any software that's already coming with your system. Windows Movie Maker, or on the Mac you've got iLife and iMovie and all that kind of jazz, or use JCut. You can download, you can use Animoto to create a very powerful video very quickly, and you can find all sorts of content to start throwing into your slideshow if you want to go the Animoto route. And again, you can lead in from video 1, video 2, as I talked about in the video assessing guide, where you can kind of set people up with part 1 and then lead them over to part 2. So you'd create 2 videos very, very similarly and determine whatever you like in your video content. Like I say, you don't have to be Steven Spielberg. You can use a camcorder, you can use a video camera if you want to, and do whatever you like. But ultimately, the options are yours. There's a wide variety of video processing tools, and as I've said before, if a 12-year-old can go out there, make a video and get 1 million visitors speaking in a high squeaky voice, I can't remember the guy's name, but there's this kid who goes out there, I think it's called Fred or something like that, and he has this really annoying kind of high-pitched voice because he does some audio effects, and people love that stuff. It's just insane. People go absolutely nuts for his videos, and he has millions and millions of subscribers and viewers, and it's just completely insane. Anyway, my video is almost downloaded. You can see this countdown here, and I was gonna hopefully spread this video out just to show you. So I'm going to pause the video for a couple of moments, wait for that to download instead of rambling. Or maybe I could keep talking for another 10 seconds here. But as I say, once you've done your video here, you can either send it to Twitter, you can upload it to YouTube straight from here. I don't do that. I use TubeMogul for that. And in this case, we've downloaded it. So let me close this down. Here's our videos, and let's just drag this over here so you can see it. It is downloaded. You can rename it whatever you like, obviously. And let me just, I'm opening that up over here. And here we go. So there you go. There's your video, ready to play, ready to distribute, using TubeMogul and the other distribution methods I talk about later in this guide. So there you go. Very powerful video created in just a few moments, and absolutely no hassles. And just to show you, I should go to the very end. This is the part that I talked about at the very end, where it shows the kind of little bit about the information and the Animoto logo. Again, you could cut that off and do whatever you like with it. So there you go. That's video creation 101, and I hope you can apply those techniques right now to go start creating your own videos. Take care.